Howdy.
So, this is a special
Bonus feature.
bonus episode, mini episode, Bacon and Nays. You're Bacon, and I'm Nays, and this is Bacon and Nays. So, we were in Brian's car, and he started to tell me about his experience in Kansas City recently, and I stopped him, and I'm like, dude, this story is insane and you barely started telling it, so I just wanted to get you on mic to tell this story about your experience in Kansas City going to a show recently, and just start wherever you were going to start before I cut you off.
Oh, well, since you wanted more of a fuller story than just casual.
Yeah.
I decided, I'll probably go a little bit back to
Expand as much as you want to.
Okay, so a buddy was supposed to go to the show with me. He's got 2 tickets. Day comes to go to the show. Pick him up. Start going.
And what's the show that you're going to go to?
Oh, the show was Watain and Destroyer 666 at the Riot Room.
And these are black metal bands from overseas, right?
Black metal bands from overseas.
Yeah.
Yes. My style, one of my personal favorites.
And Watain, they've actually been kind of infamous recently because one of the guys who was like I think he was a hired gun, but I'm not really sure.
Oh, one of the live guitar players.
Yeah, he was basically called out all over the internet for pictures of him doing the Zig Heil and shit like that. So I don't really think that the band in general are racists or
he's not with them anymore.
They fired him immediately.
Yeah,
but the rest of the band is not into that.
No, they're not for that. With
Yeah.
their black metal ideology, they're all against. They should burn with everybody else.
Yeah, we should we should establish that up top.
Yeah, let's just lay that down there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Okay, so continue on. You're going with a friend to Watain in Kansas City.
Yes. So we're still in the St. Louis area. He's like, "Oh, I'm getting a bad feeling about going to this." And I was like, "Are you sure? Got the tickets. We're in the car. Starting to drive there. You know." He had.
So you're already on the way, and he's like, "I don't know about this."
Yeah, we weren't too far on the way, but
Yeah.
I had to take him back home.
Oh.
Yeah. So. And
So that sucks. Right up top, that sucks.
that was the precursor, the
Yeah.
prologue.
Right.
Okay, so I'm like, okay, fine. Then I drive my ass over to Kansas City and get ready for the show. But once I start pulling up to the venue and stuff like that, got a flat tire and went behind the parking lot behind the Riot Room, and then had to charge my phone. And when I came out from buying a phone charger, my keys were locked inside the car. So then I had to call a locksmith so then I could try to fix the tire to get my stuff get the keys out of the car so I could open the trunk and get the spare out.
Man, so already 3 things have happened.
And it gets worse.
You had a guy bail on you.
Uh-huh.
So you're up there alone, flat tire. Then when you're getting ready to figure out how you're going to change the flat tire, keys locked inside. So everything's going wrong at this point.
Yes, it is a bunch of shit raining on me.
So you get the locksmith guy. He gets your keys out, right?
Mm-hmm. Then I get the spare out, and I see that not the hubcap or whatever the thing holds the wheel before you put the tire part on. I'm not a mechanic or anything like that. I can't think.
Well, okay, so you got the well, I don't really know either.
Yeah, so
I've changed the tire before, so everybody kind of knows. Yeah.
I'm trying to take the one off after I loosen the nuts off, but
Get the mic a little closer. Get the mic a little closer.
it was all cut up.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So like I was trying to get it off, and then it started cutting up my fingers and stuff like that. So I was like, "This is just rough. I'm gonna go to the show because I'm right here, and I'm just gonna watch the Watain show. Just figure this out when I come back."
Okay.
So go in there, and you know, it was a great show.
Yeah.
Fantastic because it's a small venue for a band that's you know, they're pretty big. Consider maybe not around these parts of the country, but
Sure. But so what all does the show entail? So it's fucking I know that they're big on like theatric part of the show. You know, they're super evil. Black metal basically they wear they got the fucking what are they, the corpse paint?
No, they played covered in blood.
Oh, okay. So
They have like
actually even more extreme than what you may picture when you think of black metal. You think of corpse paint. You think of all they're wearing mostly like black and leather and shit like that.
Yeah.
But in this case, they're fucking even more evil. They are covered in blood.
Yeah, and they.
Is it actual blood?
Yes, it is. And
is it human blood or is it?
No, it's like the same pig. It's like pig's blood. And
Pig's
stuff.
blood. Fuck.
They get like whenever they get to a town, they go to like a butcher and get a bunch of fresh blood. And
so they're legit.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
they're definitely passionate in what they do.
That's fucked up, but you know, if that's part of their deal, then yeah, you just roll with it. So okay. So the show, so you give thumbs up to the show, basically. Everything.
I give it 2 thumbs up.
Everything's everything's good. Everything you wanted to see happened at the show.
It was like their 20th anniversary, and they played a bunch of old stuff and a bunch of
and like you said, they don't come to town. They don't come to the U.S. very often. I don't think.
Yeah, I think this might have been one of their first times even in Missouri.
Yeah, black metal's kind of picked up recently.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. I'm glad you had a good time at the show.
Oh yeah, and I was one of the whenever they threw pig's blood onto the audience, I was one of the lucky people to get it on there.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a note that you want to note for events to come up in a little bit.
Yeah, it's a foreshadowing.
So you have blood visibly on you as you leave the show, right?
Yeah, on my shirt too.
Animal blood.
Yeah, pig's blood is on me and on my shirt.
Right.
And
okay.
there's a bunch of incense and like animal carcasses on the stage.
Jesus.
Like smells. You can smell the stuff.
Oh, totally. I mean, animal blood, it doesn't smell nice.
No,
So-
it was really the stinkiest concert I've ever been to.
Wow.
But it was black metal, so you really got to stomach that stuff.
Yeah, it just comes with the territory.
Yeah, you understand.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how into it I would like be as far as like having blood all over me, but like if that's part of the deal, then yeah, then it makes sense. Okay, so now anything else happen in the show of note, or are you fast forwarding to when you leave?
Nothing other than that they do is just great, and I'd recommend people to check that out.
At least check it out, yeah.
But yeah, okay, we can. That's pretty much it. Just the show, and then I leave.
So you're leaving,
I'm leaving now.
covered in blood.
Not completely covered.
Well, you
but
have it on you.
It's on my face and all. It's enough to where like if you saw me, you'd say, "Hey, that guy's got blood on."
Yeah. Did you at least like wipe off stuff on your face at all?
No, I didn't go into any bathrooms or anything. I just kind of left. And,
Yeah, you're just walking out like it's a normal show.
Yeah, because I was really hoping on getting back home. That
Sure,
night.
yeah. And you got shit to take care of now because your fucking car.
yeah. Some priorities came up.
Yeah. Okay. So you're leaving the show. You go to your car, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I go back to the car to try to,
Deal with the flat tire.
workshop on that tire
Mhm.
while I could.
Yeah.
So.
It can be a process if you have you ever done it before?
Yeah,
Change the tire? Okay.
Yeah, but never when it was that messed up. To
Sure.
Where it started, the hard part started cutting up my finger. Like
Fuck. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, so you change the tire. You get it on there, okay?
No.
No, okay.
It was all jacked up, and then I
Fuck.
found out that there was a Firestone like a couple blocks away.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, I'll just take this up there, and get the tire fixed.
They're not closed at this point?
I don't think it was.
Oh, all right. That's interesting.
The show was only over at about maybe 10,
Really? Okay.
10:30 or 11. It
All
wasn't.
right.
It was just 2 bands, and
Yeah.
I think
Still, it's interesting that a tire shop or whatever is open that late. But hey, yeah, I mean that's awesome that worked out. But okay, so you go to the tire place.
I didn't make it to the tire place.
Oh, you didn't. Okay,
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happens next?
Okay, so I was just like, F this. I'm just gonna drive this up there and see if I make it. And it wasn't going too good. The tire was just all flipping out, and I think it messed up, and then it started sparking.
Fuck.
And then with how much pressure it took, because that car was a bit older, because I used it to go to shows that were far away.
Mm-hmm.
So the tire started sparking like that, and then the car started overheating, and then some fire started coming up from the side of the hood.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and then my phone died. And then it just like stopped running at this, almost up to this light. So I was just sitting there with these hazards on. Then a police officer came up.
Okay.
Now,
Okay, so the cops, this is when the cops are good.
he was. Oh, this guy did a great job.
Okay, so they show up and they like they're helping you out.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's when you want a cop to show up, is when you're fucked.
It's scary, isn't it? It's a oxymoronic and
You're out
Twilight
of
Zone.
Yeah, you're out of town. Your fucking car's fucked. Your phone is dead.
I said I was glad to see. I was like, oh man, I'm glad to see you.
Yeah. So cop helps you out.
Helps me out.
What does he do?
He's like, well, he was like, are you all right? And I was like, well, my car just stopped, and I was trying to get it up to the tire place after seeing this concert. And then I get out to, because the car was all jacked up, to have it towed to because then he was just going to tow it to the place or whatever. And then I get out, and I got the blood on me.
Yeah, I was gonna. Okay, so
he was like, "Are you all right? Did someone try to, beat you up and carjack you, or like, assault you and take your car?"
yeah, I mean, a cop sees a guy with blood on him, and his car's all fucked up. He thinks something is really up here.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't know what to think. I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you say to him?
I say, I'm all right. I was just at this black metal concert, and they threw pig's blood on the audience, and it really upset some people there.
What did he say to that?
He was like, mm-hmm. It didn't really bother him or anything
Okay,
like that.
wow.
He was just like, he's like, oh, man, and like, he just kind of think I'm having a bad night.
Well, I mean, clearly you are.
Yeah.
Your phone's fucked. Your car's fucked. You're out of town.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted to have a good time at the show, but now everything's going completely wrong.
Oh, I mean,
it kind of was from the start, but okay. So,
yeah.
So does he take you somewhere?
No, there was a hotel about 2 blocks away from there,
Okay.
and he was like, "Go to this hotel," because my phone died, so I couldn't like Google Map a bunch of stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
He
No.
was like-
You're old school right now. You're just kind of
Yeah.
you're out there in the world without fucking anything.
Well, my phone died in the Netherlands a lot too, with the Dutch signs.
Mm-hmm.
Zerlook and Geens coming back.
Yeah, I should note here,
Yeah.
Brian was in the Netherlands recently, and that's a whole nother story. But
Yeah, we could do that on another bonus.
sure,
section.
yeah. Okay, so you get to the hotel, right?
I get there,
Yeah.
and
He takes you there?
No. He drew me a little map.
Oh, okay. He told you where to go. So you
Yeah.
walk there?
Yeah, I walked there.
Did
He was like,
Did he call a tow truck for your
Yeah.
vehicle? Okay,
He
yeah.
got the vehicle out of the way, and then drew me a little map
Yep.
of. He was like, "We're right here. Go over here. Then here's the one hotel. You should get a room, and then go get your car in the morning."
Sure.
He was like, "You need a night's sleep."
Yeah, exactly.
He was like,
You can't deal with all of this tonight. Just do it tomorrow in the morning.
"Yeah,
Okay, so solid plan from the police officer.
Mhm.
Well done, officer, whatever your name was.
shout out to the KC police
Yeah.
for saving my neck."
Okay, so you get to the hotel.
Get to the hotel, start talking to him about getting a room, but they're not too happy about the blood that's on my clothes and face.
Mm-hmm.
So one lady starts harassing me, telling me how she's not gonna give me a room,
Mm-hmm.
and then she told me some other place to go to. Maybe they'd give me a room, and I was like, "Well, yeah, I could curse on your show, right?" I was
Yeah,
like-
of course, yeah.
I was just like, "Fuck you, bitch," you know what I mean? Because I was
Well, okay, so you probably shouldn't have said that just because you're looking for a place to stay.
I was already being denied it. She could
Oh, so she was dead set on
dead
you
set
were
on
not
like
getting
I'm not
room.
letting this dude covered in blood coming in here. 'Cause
You
I-
didn't? Did you try to explain that it isn't human blood? It's you were just at a show.
I don't think there's anything I could have said.
Okay.
Whether I was lying or
You were
telling
dead.
the truth.
Dead in the water immediately.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so where do you go from there?
Oh well, I tried to walk to the other place, but I couldn't find it. So then I walked back to try to ask that another guy that worked there for directions, and then she came out and started yelling at me again,
Yeah.
saying she would call the police on me. And I said the police told me to come here.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so
I'm like, I know it's hard to understand this,
Yeah.
but I'm sure that would just sound like a lie to somebody who's yelling at somebody.
sure.
So
You
So-
kind yeah, I mean you kind of get where she's coming from though, right? Like
yeah, I'm not completely holding against her. I still said FUB.
totally.
But,
But I mean you are covered in blood. So.
It wasn't head to toe.
No,
I
no,
mean,
no.
it wa-
I don't mean covered. I keep saying that, but I guess I mean, you had blood on you. So as a business owner, you gotta throw. There's some caution to be had.
Yeah,
you
there
know?
wasn't too many trump cards or anything to pull out to
Yeah,
try to
yeah,
just
yeah.
stop her argument.
Sure.
Like, well,
Okay, so you get denied a second time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so where do you go from there? What happens next?
Well, I was just so damn exhausted. I just hoboed it and went to the kind of back corner of the hotel and just kind of curled up into my coat and then just waited for the sun to rise. And
Outside of the hotel?
yeah, I just hoboed it that night.
Yeah. Okay. Because you don't have anywhere to go.
Not at that time. No,
I mean-
I couldn't think of any like buddy I know in the area or.
Well,
anything
you got
like
that police officer.
Yeah, you mind if I just stay with you?
See, the thing is, what I would have done in this situation, since you had good luck with the cop, and he's the only one you had good luck with all night.
Mhm.
What I would have did, and I know this seems weird, you got to say that out front of this, but because you had nowhere else to go, I would have called the cop or called the police station and be like, "Look, I talked to an officer earlier tonight.
Mhm.
Hotel refused me service, the one that he told me to go to. I'm stranded. I got nowhere to go. You know,
Basically, just SOS them, right?
yeah,
Just-
and be like, can I at least like go to the station and like just chill out in the lobby of the station?
Yeah, can you just let me sleep in the car?
I mean, not even that. Just like be like on a fucking bench in the station instead of just laying out in the,
Oh well, it's past me now. I mean, it was just like an ordeal that I had to.
Yeah, I mean, you're thinking on your feet, so I get you're just like, fuck it, I'm too tired to do anything, I'm just going to lay out. I would have gone a different way, but that's not what happened. Okay, so you hobo it, you sleep on the side of the hotel, or do you sleep?
I kind of like was going in and out.
Yeah,
and
you
I
doze in and out.
was having dreams of being back home, especially of Judith. So
Your dog.
yes, for,
Okay.
for all you listeners out there.
Okay, so what happens the next morning?
Well, I get up.
hmm
And then I tried to go in there and ask for directions to where my car was towed to.
The hotel.
Yeah,
Oh.
I went in there again, okay?
Oh boy.
And there was a guy in there who was being nice to me and was giving me directions.
Yep.
And then the woman came out again,
Oh,
again
no.
harassing me. And I said, I'm honestly just getting directions from this guy.
Yeah, I don't want anything to do with your hotel.
Yeah, I really don't want to talk to you.
I really wish I didn't have to be here, but necessity requires, Okay, so
He printed me out a map to go to where the car was.
yep.
And then the lady was yapping her chops, and then I just turned around and said, you make white people look bad. Because it was... I mean, it's a rough day for me already from last night into the morning.
You called out her white race.
Yeah, like, you better check yourself, woman. Like,
Okay, so still not going well.
so then I just go on my walk to
Yeah,
where
yeah. You hoof it to the fucking car lot.
the car lot is being stored.
Yep.
And that was a couple miles walk. Because when I was like, "Do you know where this is? Can you tell me there?" You know,
Mhm.
they're like, "Oh, that's a bit way down there." It was really only like 3 roads, but you know, one of them was like 5 miles.
Okay, so 5 mile. Okay, so you 3 roads, 5. So I'm gonna just guess that it took you at least a couple hours to get to this place, right?
Yeah, because
Hoofing it.
Yeah, because I stopped and had to get stuff to drink and like eat.
Yeah,
every
yeah,
now-
man.
Yeah,
You're fucking. You've been out on your feet and just kind of like walking around since
Mhm.
the night before, so you got to get something to eat at some point. Okay, so you grab a bite to eat. You're on your way. You get to the fucking car lot. What happens there?
Oh well, when I was getting something to eat, the lady at the restaurant was so nice. She gave it to me for free.
Oh, fantastic!
So it wasn't all.
Did
bad
you
luck.
tell the lady at the diner, whatever it was, like what had been happening?
A little bit.
Okay, so she understood shit was not going good. Okay, so
And
you get your fucking. That's maybe the one bright spot of this story so far. Is you got well, besides the concert went well, but but then you get a fucking free bite to eat out of this, so that's cool.
yeah, that's why I took the trip.
Yeah. All right, so now you got fucking some food in your stomach,
I'm ready to go.
a little bit of energy.
Ready for more shit to hit the fan.
Oh boy. Okay, so here we go. So it's a car lot.
Yeah, and I gotta there's where I was after that. It was like some sort of industrial type area with like
Mhm.
train tracks and a bunch of those type of businesses, and I had to hop this one fence.
I think I've actually been in that area of KC
I would imagine.
because we played a show at like a illegal biker bar
Oh, yeah.
in the industrial area of KC. So I think I know the area. Okay, so
If I could think of the road right now, I'd tell you. But
I have no
can't.
idea
Yeah.
what the roads are over there. But at any rate, so you hop a fence.
Yeah, and a little bit later as I'm walking, I realized I lost my wallet.
Oh
So then I'm like, oh, I must have. Whenever I hopped that 9-foot fence or whatever, my shit must have ran out. So then I'm walking without my wallet and my phone.
You didn't go back for your wallet?
Oh, by the time I realized it was gone, it was too late.
Oh,
And
man.
then I just had by the process of thinking of where it could have went, and I was like, well, probably fell out of my pocket whenever I was
Sure.
hopping that big ass fence.
Right.
So then I walked there, get there, and then they're like, "Oh, well, we need these we need the title and something else." And I was like, "I don't even live around here,
Yeah.
and aren't you not supposed to keep the title in the car?" And they were like, "Well, you're gonna have to do something to get that car back." So then it was like, "Oh, now I can't get the car back because one piece of paper that they need is in like a box at home."
Yeah, you
In
don't
St. Louis.
you don't usually keep the title
Yeah.
in the car because
Yeah.
if somebody steals the car, they got the title.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Especially when you're driving to the other side of the state.
yeah. Okay,
So then I was like, fuck.
so car's locked up, you can't get it out.
Yeah, but it wasn't running, so it wasn't like I was really going to drive it out of there.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean,
I
at
still could have
least
tried to get it fixed there than drive it back.
you at least got to try. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happens after you've hit another dead end?
Well, I just leave there and I start getting back, and I was like, well, fuck it. I'll just try to hitchhike or something. I'm just going to start going walking back towards St. Louis.
Yeah. You got to fucking head back east.
That's right.
Isn't that a band, Head East? I think it is. Anyway.
Probably.
Yeah,
It was definitely at least a couple album title names.
Yeah. Okay. So,
No, there's Stabbing Westward. Is that what you were thinking
no,
of?
I did not mean
Yeah.
that.
So there's got to be Jumping East. There's Stabbing Westward.
I think Head East is a band from like the 60s or something. Okay. So anyway, all right. So your plan is to hitchhike on the fucking interstate back to St. Louis. So what?
Terrible idea.
Oh, right. It's actually, I don't know if you knew this, it's actually illegal to walk on interstates.
Yeah, and later on in the story, I found that out.
Okay, so
A police officer comes up after seeing me walking for a couple miles
mhm.
and asked me what I'm doing. I said, lost my ID, went to a concert, lost my car, phone died, and I'm trying to get back to St. Louis.
Yep.
And he was like, well, you can't walk on the highway. And I was like, I didn't have any other option.
Yeah, exactly.
I did.
I mean, it's true.
And he was like, I'll tell you what. I'm going to drive you to a truck stop,
Mm-hmm.
and then you ask truckers who are going to St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
I said, whatever. Take me there. And then I get there, and I meet this dude who was from El Salvador.
Mm.
And said he found Jesus in prison, and I was like, I didn't know he was there.
Yeah.
That's where he's been hiding. No wonder nobody's been finding him.
Right, yeah.
He's on lockdown. And I was just talking to him for a while, and everybody was all going in different directions, and
Mm-hmm.
just happened to be the night nobody was ever going down 70 from
Oh,
Kansas City back to St.
that sucks.
But then again, me with no phone or losing my wallet, it'd be a perfect opportunity to never be found again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is not a good situation.
Yeah.
Not a good situation at
Yeah.
all. Okay, so what happens then?
I just sit around there for a while, and I got some water, get my body feeling back more in tune, so I wasn't just completely exhausted from walking around an entire city for a good couple hours of the morning.
Yeah.
So hanging out there, since my phone's dead, I couldn't have called anybody or anything else.
Right.
So I'm just talking to this guy from El Salvador for a couple hours, and he had all these stories about whenever he was, drug pushing, and he had to spend time for putting the fake wall up in the truck, and then Hitler was like shipping tons in from Mexico. And
Oh,
stuff.
shit.
Yeah. So that's what led to the story of him being in prison. And finding
Sure,
Jesus, is 'cause-
Yeah, that fake wall inside the cab of the truck shit doesn't... Not the cab, the fucking...
the truck.
Yeah, in the freight area of the truck doesn't go well.
Yeah, you're putting a couple tons onto the load at the weighing
Yeah.
station. So, is this cotton you said you're moving?
So what does that lead anywhere with this guy, or are you just hanging out talking?
Well, I'm talking to him for a while, and then I'm like, well, how should I get back to this, St. Louis with this? And then he called a cab company for me,
Mm-hmm.
and then I had to wake my father up. I was like, I hate to bother you, but
I'm stranded.
I'm stranded without my wallet now.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Normally I get out of these situations, but not after I've lost everything.
did he like wire you money or something like that?
No, he just gave credit card information.
Oh yeah,
to
okay, yeah.
yeah. So then got this dude to give me a taxi ride back all the way to St. Louis, and it was like fucking $400.
Damn.
Yeah.
So that is another bright spot of the story. Your dad comes through and funds your way back to St. Louis. I mean, you didn't have to fucking hoof it or throw caution to the wind and just fucking end up in some random trucker's fucking truck all the way back. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I mean, that would have been. I don't know which option is better at this point, but
No,
so,
the cab was fine because the driver was real nice, and we were smoking cigarettes the whole time. And he
okay,
was like,
good.
You ain't got no weed on you, man. That'd be nice.
He's actually probably pumped because he just made $400.
yeah, he was actually comfortable with me.
Yeah. He's fine. Okay, so you get back to St. Louis. Anything happen once you get back?
Oh, I had very interesting conversations about just life and what you think about stuff with the driver the whole time. It was
Oh yeah.
very fun to finally get the edge off after all that stress.
Did you tell him this tale of everything that led to you being in his cab?
Yeah, he said the officer that drove me back to the truck stop was a fucking idiot.
Did he know him or
No, he just knew that truckers and all that shit, that's not reliable.
yeah.
He was like, what a fucking
The guy,
idiot.
you mean the second cop, the cop that drove you to the truck
Yeah,
stop?
that was a different night.
Yeah.
First one.
This cop, I think, just didn't know what to do with you, so he's like, fucking, I just got to get him off the road. Cause,
He's like, well, I can't book them, can't take them back.
yeah, because you technically didn't do any. I mean, you were walking on the road, but you weren't doing anything to, like, he wasn't going to make any money off of you by booking you. That's basically what
Yeah.
Yeah, so Cabby sounds like a cool dude. He calls a cop an idiot who drives you at the truck stop. He's correct.
I tip him a nug of weed.
Oh, sweet.
He was like, you got any? And I was like, I'll tell you what, when you drop me off, I'll
Yeah.
bring you out a nug.
Yeah.
And he was like, you do that? And I was like, you.
So he
drove me?
got a, and I should note we were recording this on 420, so that's a fitting part of the story. Okay, so
Everybody was waiting for when it got good.
okay, so Cabby is cool. He drops you off. You have any conversations with either your parents afterwards about this situation at all?
No, yeah, I'm lucky to be alive like all
Right.
the other shit I've done.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
what else could they really say to me now? There's just,
yeah.
well, you're lucky to be alive, Brian.
You're reunited with Judith?
Absolutely. That was the first thing I did when I got back.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure she's pumped to see you.
Of course.
She always is. I mean,
Yeah.
she's pumped to see pretty much anybody that comes in the house too, but especially you.
She got a heart of gold. That's
Yeah.
not time.
Well, I can see no more fit end to this story than reunited with the dog that was waiting for you the whole time.
Yes. That's what I said to the cab driver too. I was
Yeah.
like, you don't understand. I got to get back to this dog.
Yeah. So overall, how do you rate the trip? Because it had some good parts, it had a lot of bad parts.
Well, I learned a lot,
Yeah.
and I don't really put too much, like a price tag on that.
Yeah. I think this story kind of shows your resourcefulness in this kind of trying episode, right?
Well, I've just gone all over the country and other parts of the world, so
Mm-hmm. So you sort of like you were well equipped for
mentally, not like
not physically.
yeah, I don't like.
I mean, you like slept on the side of a building and you lost your wallet, and I mean, there's obvious. I got some notes for you. There's some shit that you could have done that might have helped you out a little bit.
I
you know?
didn't plan any of that shit.
Yeah, of course not. But like,
it's like get to KC,
well,
fuck
you
up a tire.
you could
Fuck.
in today's world, you can go into it with a little bit more preparedness. You know what I'm saying? Like you can have like I'm pulling this off the table here. This is a CD case not a CD case, a fucking phone case that's also a charger. So you essentially have 3 full phone charges. You know what I'm saying? If you got a case like this on your phone, you click that button and it starts charging your phone. So you.
Well, I didn't know about that before you just showed it to me,
Well,
Chris.
see, this is what I'm saying. I got notes for you.
No one's ever given me product placements before I've gone on a trip before.
Well, now you know. Maybe bring that along.
Yeah, well, I'll need that for next time I'm in Europe because my phone dies all the time over there.
Right.
And I blame it on them. This broadcast in no way is intended to offend the people of the European Union or Brits.
Well, I guess we're gonna wrap up this story. So are you still glad you went to see the band, even though all this crazy shit happened?
Oh, absolutely. I technically got a new car out of it.
Yeah, I should know that when he picked me up, we ran to the gas station earlier. He does have a new car, so
Drove that bitch off the lot.
we won't get into details about how you got the new car and stuff like that. But suffice to say, you ended up with a new car out of the situation, so that's good too. Now, this story's not all bad.
It's really not. It's more of like a
It's just rock and roll, man.
yeah.
You just go through some bullshit once in a while when you fucking go to see rock and roll, and I feel like that every time we've gone to shows and stuff, that's happened to us. So let's wrap it up. Ham and eggers of the week.
I don't know.
Hammenegger.
Us running around New York with just one old map quest was kind of difficult
Yeah.
in the old days.
That sucked. The Greyhound sucked.
You kids out there with your Google Maps live in New York City running
Yeah.
around.
Me getting robbed because I was stupid with a 3-card Monte situation.
Well, I mean, like, you wouldn't have done it if you didn't think there was a chance you'd win.
Well, but I thought there was a chance I would win because I was incredibly naive. And the guy...
We were teenagers still.
Exactly, yeah.
What?
The guy that was working... There's a guy working with him, obviously, who made it seem like I could win. That's how that shit works. You know what I mean? That's street knowledge that we didn't have, you know? So, anyway.
No, it's Missouri teenagers just driving up to...
Greyhound.
We didn't really plan that. I mean, talking about not planning for trips.
Right, exactly.
Well, we'll just get on the bus and we'll end up there. And
Flying by the seat of our pants. That's rock and roll.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. I got coffee. Okay, so ham and eggers of the week are the stupid cop that just thought taking you to the truck stop was okay.
I think at first he thought I might have been like an illegal immigrant or something.
Yeah.
Because the way I said I lost my wallet.
And you're all dirty and stuff.
Yeah, with blood on me.
Yeah. I'm gonna say your ham and egger of the week for you, which is the hotel lady. I feel like there's no more ham and egger of the story than that one.
I don't think it could get much more ham and nigger than just that woman because I had to see her multiple times too.
Yeah, you couldn't get away from that lady.
Yeah, it was like she had some weird attraction to me at the same time.
All right, we'll end it on a positive note. Thank you for being on this bonus episode.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
And let's get back to listening to some fucking bootleg Rush, shall we?
I'd be happy to.
Yeah, and on that note, our closing end of the song, or end of the episode, is always our fucking closer song, which is Van Lade's cover of Bastille Day.
Fucking do it.
Let's do it. Tim, hit the fucking theme.